All right, we are on the last part of the How to Ask and Answer Questions guide. Up until now, things were hard. You were involved in the question. I was asking you about you and all of your friends, so you therefore had to think and do some work to answer the question. Now, life gets easier. Just remember, if there is no change in subject, there's no change in verb. If there's no change in subject, there's no change in verb. So what this means is that if you are not being asked a question about you, which would either be the to form or the ustedes form, if there's not a to form or an ustedes form, therefore you are not involved and it is third person. So in that case, don't think. Just repeat, whether it's on paper or out loud, the same form of the verb that the person asking the question used. So that's what I mean by no change in subject, no change in verb. Let's try this. I think it'll make more sense in context. Nada el pez. So I'm saying, does the fish swim? Now, you're not the fish, right? So you're not involved. I'm not talking to you. We're talking about someone or something else. So you simply say, sí, remember to accent that I, and you bring down el pez, and then you take nada and you just repeat it. You do not have to think, you do not have to change anything. Yes, the fish swims. No change in subject, meaning if you're not the fish, no change in verb. If you're not the fish, you keep nada. All right, let's look at one more. Bailan las vacas. Are you the vacas? No. So you would say no, comma, no, to answer my question. You'd bring las vacas down here. Those cows. No. Bailan. No, cows don't dance, meaning no, las vacas no bailan. Notice, I gave you bailan, you give me bailan if you are not the cow. All right, esquia Miguel. Are you Miguel? I don't think so. So you would just say sí, yes, remember your accent there. Miguel, you just bring that down, and you take esquia and you just repeat it. Sí, Miguel esquia. Yes, Miguel skis. Saltan las ranas. Do the frogs jump? Again, you're not the frog, so yes, we've seen frogs jump. Bring that down, las ranas, and then you simply copy the verb. You bring saltan down as is. So that gets really easy. You don't have to think at all. You just drop down the subject, drop down the verb. Habla el mono. Are you the monkey? No. Monkeys kind of make noise, so let's say sí, el mono. And then you simply copy habla, bring it down. Yes, the monkey talks. Or, if you think it doesn't, you would say no. El mono no habla. Which would mean no, the monkey doesn't, or no habla for doesn't talk. Okay, so the bottom line is if you get asked a question, which would come at you in the to form, asking specifically just about you, you answer in yo. If you get asked a question in ustedes, meaning how are you and all of your friends feeling, or what are you and all of your friends doing, you would answer in nosotros. So we've done that. To goes to yo, ustedes goes to nosotros. Anything else, any other subject, Miguel, Jose, Javier, los monos, los escritorios, las vacas, whatever else, don't think. Just repeat the verb that I gave you, or the quiz gave you, or the other person speaking gave you. And what I mean by this is if there's no change in subject, there's no change in verb. If I'm asking you a question and you answer in yo, that's a subject change. If I'm asking you and all your friends a question and you answer in nosotros, that's a subject change. But if I ask about Miguel and you answer in Miguel, there's no change in subject, therefore no change in verb. If I ask about el mono and you answer about el mono, again, there's no change in that subject, therefore there's no change in the verb. Don't think, just repeat. Okay, so one final summary. Any to goes to yo. Anytime I ask you a question, you answer in the yo form about yourself. Anytime you get a question in ustedes about you and all your friends, you must answer in nosotros. Anything else, el, ella, usted, Javier, el mono, los monos, Javier y Jose, ellos, ellas, all of those, that's what I mean. Anything down here in third person singular, third person plural, that's talking about someone or something else. You are not involved. Don't think. Just repeat the same form of the verb. So anything else that's not tú to yo, or ustedes to nosotros, just keep the same form of the verb. You don't even have to think. Now let's go to the games and try to put all three of these rules together. Buena suerte, which means good luck.